In today's world and throughout history, the religion of man has really quenched the authentic, loving relationship with a loving and holy God. I can say that I have been genuinely influenced by early monks and nuns who found themselves discovering what it means to be in an authentic and genuine relationship with God. The mission that I seek to accomplish is to best communicate without tainting the nature of God found in the Bible in a fresh and exciting way for our everyday lives. In 2013, I graduated from a long 5-year degree from Alberta Bible College. The following year, I decided to go into the Bible a little deeper, and I enrolled in a 10-month program called the Chronological School of Biblical Studies through an organization called Youth with a Mission. The goal was to read through the Bible chronologically 3 to 5 times in 10 months. This was a daunting task, sometimes studying the Bible 8 hours a day as a full-time job, monk style, and I'm sure the 12 of us asked ourselves at one point or another if we could actually complete the task or not. Fortunately, we all did, and we all graduated from the program in the summer of 2014. The method that we were introduced to was simple yet slow. We were given different colored pencil crayons, and we had to memorize and color code different themes found in the Bible. We were also engaged in classes every single day based on history that was found in the Bible from some of the most influential leaders on those topics. This process of studying the Bible that we were introduced to was called the historical biblical perspective or study. This way of interpreting the Bible is most easily understood by looking through the perspective of the original readers or the writers within the actual story themselves. So this means that if it was written to the Israelites coming out of 400 years of slavery in Egypt, we somehow had to put on our imaginary slavery hats and pretend like we were those people in that story and interpret the Bible from that perspective. This was not always easy, but we tried. We did this through examining the most reliable sources that we could find, which was encyclopedias, biblical dictionaries, having teachings on history, and also the power of imagination. We also had some pleasantly embarrassing memories of reenacting skits of the people within the original stories themselves, sometimes looking a little crazy at times. Once we best discovered some nuggets of truth through those texts, we then would take those principles and apply them to our everyday, westernized, 21st century lives. This historical biblical perspective is a well-known and looked up to perspective because it lets the words on the paper actually speak for themselves. Going through this amount of time and effort to seek God's nature through the Bible has absolutely had a lasting and ongoing impact on my life. I walked away from those laborious and studious times of my life with a greater passion to best communicate His nature and principles of walking with God to those who may want to hear. So how does this apply to my mission? Well, the truth is, it is almost impossible for me to not seek out a platform to share these collections and these insights that I've gained over the last few years. I sense it's that season to begin to open up and share and shed light on tough questions and insights, especially using my own story to help illustrate these revelations even further. And so how will I accomplish this task? Well, first of all, by sharing my own story and the uncomfortable learned lessons that I have grown and overcome through with as much honesty and transparency as possible. Also by creating an approachable and engaging conversational platform for people to best understand themselves within the wonderful riches of a merciful and all-powerful God. The book that I'm currently working on is a chronological document of my own journey, starting from the early years and onward until my current day in my 30s. This is highlighting the struggle of hearing God's voice in a hyper-religious and totally indulging world today. I hope to incorporate a free ebook or actual book to my patrons when the book is finally released. Thanks guys for checking out the video to the very end. It really does mean a lot. Until next time, God bless.